forced good.
The message right there, you're talking about need to be locked in and for the team to stay focused and the importance and significance, especially down the stretch, and I'm assuming especially for Kentucky. How do you think the team is receiving that message after practice right now, just what you saw?
I mean, they're usually pretty good. Pretty good. We'll see tomorrow, though. We'll stay after. Do what we need to do to make sure we're approaching it the same way, and the same team that has taken the floor for, I don't know, 26 games is the same team that will take the floor on Sunday.
When you're looking back at last night, do you think a game like that in which you won and had to handle some difficult moments ultimately will pay dividends, down the road to remind them that if you don't play to the standard and to the focus, any team can come up and get you?
I mean, anytime we can see any challenges, and although the score sometimes gets out of hand, there are some things that we're not doing perfectly. So we don't want to lose sight, and just because we win by a large margin, that there aren't things that we need to work on. Obviously, LSU, posed a little different challenge to us, and I don't think we handled it all that well. But it is to go through some things in game situations that will jolt us back into playing the way we normally play and being able to overcome that. And I thought our team did that.
When you look back at that first game with Kentucky, if you had to key on one thing you were especially pleased that you guys did in that game?
I mean, we hopped on them fairly quickly. We didn't really give them time to adjust. By the time they adjusted to how we were playing, the game was out of hand, and then they broke us down at some point, like in the third quarter when they made a dent into our lead. We know that it's going to be a hostile environment. We know that it's probably not going to be as lopsided as it was. They'll be ready to play. Everybody's gotten better. Kentucky's gotten better since January the 2nd. I think in a lot of regards we've gotten better, and we gotta stay at a high level and approach it at a high level.
Will Bree be on Ryan Howard again, or is that?
Yeah, I mean that's who we but they're moving her around too. They'll play at the 4, and we'll make adjustments accordingly.
I know Ty last night wasn't really concerned about earning a share of the conference regular season championship. She wants it outright. Two things. One, how much do you think it would mean for this team to get back to at least getting a share of the conference title? And what does it say about your senior leader that she's not interested in sharing it whatsoever?
Nobody really likes to share. We're going to treat it as an only child, where we want it all. And in order for us to do that, we have to play well. We can't just say we want it all without putting in the work that we need to do to make sure that happens. But for us, if we take care of what we need to take care of, those things will come to us. If we don't, they won't.
Securing the #1 seed versus the #2 seed make a big difference to you guys mentally?
I mean, at this point, yes.
Yeah.
Because we'd have a major breakdown if we're not the #1 seed, as far as just mentally what that would do for us. The #2 seed, I do believe, plays at night, so it has you have less rest time. So I'd be interested in just getting the #1 seed and getting as much rest as possible.
This team seems to like the big moments and the pressure, though. Have you sensed that about this group?
I do. So, I mean, no matter what happens here in practice, if we have to force them to do the things that we need to do to win basketball games, they do rise to the challenge of big game situations, and no other game is bigger than the one that we have to play on Sunday.
Dawn, you use the phrase locked in a lot, and I know you were just using it at the end of practice. People in the program know what that means, but somebody outside the program, how would you define that for them?
I mean, locked in is knowing what we need to do. We have extensive film sessions in which we talk about how we're playing different people, and sometimes we'll implement something, a wrinkle here and there. And we have to stay locked into the changing defenses or offenses that we're implementing, and then you have to bring the energy. You have to be ready to go, and that's what we deem as being locked in.